So, let's talk about it. PFN, Pro Football Network, posted a full 7 round mock draft for the Cincinnati Bengals yesterday. So, I want to take a look at it today and kind of break it down and give my thoughts and opinions. Now, I will start off right away by saying, dang, are we 6 days away from the NFL draft? 5 days technically, right? Because today's Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. 5 days. We're about to see the future of this team in 5 days, guys. And I'm excited. I'm also kind of nervous and anxiety filled because, listen, at the end of the day, this is a Super Bowl draft right here. This is a draft. You get a draft correctly, you go win the Super Bowl. I think we can win the Super Bowl without this draft, but this is like the finishing touches to your Super Bowl roster. So let's talk about it. Number one, they have us taking J.C. Latham from Alabama. Okay, so we don't even have to look him up or talk about him, but we already know that this is honestly probably the best right tackle pick for us in this NFL draft. He's a pure right tackle. While some of the other tackles, Troy, for example, could end up being a center or a guard. Probably not going to be a tackle in the NFL. I know Fasciano also could be a guard. Fuaga could also be a guard in the end. He might not be a tackle in the end. J.C. Latham is purely a right tackle. That's what his spot is. That's what he's good at, and that's what he's going to be playing as. He played in Alabama for 4 years. He played in the pro-level system offense, pretty much an NFL offense in Alabama. That's how they run their offense and defense. So this guy knows what he's doing. Obviously, there are some comparisons of the Bengals are not good at drafting Alabama tackles. As of recently, I will say. But with that being said, I think J.C. Latham's going to be great. He could be a backup for our starter, which of course is going to be Trent Brown. He sits behind Trent Brown, learns from him, develops, and then eventually becomes the franchise right tackle and starter. We move on from Trent Brown next year, and J.C. Latham's our guy. I love that pick. I think that pick is amazing. The problem is, I don't know if he's available at that pick. And actually, funny here, I just did this mock draft here. And, so this mock draft, Byron Murphy's off the board before our pick. But Teron Arnold is on the board, J.C. Latham, and Johnny Newton. See, if you're at this pick right here, you're taking Teron Arnold. Like, you're not taking... that's questionable. If it's between these three guys, Johnny Newton's out. It's between these two guys. If it's between these three, Johnny Newton's not an option. It's either Teron Arnold, who is arguably either the best or the second best corner in this draft, or it's J.C. Latham. For this circumstance, because this is how PFN has it set up, we're going to do that. Second round here, you take Troy Franklin, 1,000%, not even a question out there. But let's go and see who they have us take. They have us taking Rook, D-tackle from Clemson. So let's see. So defensive lineman. Rook right here. He is from Clemson. He has a 78.6 run defensive grade, 66.9 pass rushing grade. He is a versatile defensive lineman who could be a high floor player at the defensive end and defensive tackle. However, he needs to develop technique pass rushing moves to be more of a rotational player at the next level. Well, the good thing is what we really need him to be is just a DJ Reader replacement, which is a nose tackle. So it actually works out pretty well. All right, so we're going to take him here. I don't agree 100%, but again, like I said, I'm just going based on what they have, and they have us going with him in the second round here. There's, according to PFF, 2 or 3 guys above him who are better, but now in the third round, they have us taking Jarvis Brownlee Jr., okay? So this is a cornerback. He is not available, I don't think. Where did he go? He went... Wait. Is he... Oh, no, he's right here. I'm blind. The reason why I'm blind is because right now at this spot, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 down the board. Okay. Hey. We got Jarvis Brownlee from the Louisville Cardinals. 78.1 coverage grade, 75.1 run defensive grade. He's 6 foot tall, 190 pounds. Again, I'm just going based on their mock. This is a guy that we have heard a lot from. I actually made a whole entire video about him because I believe it wasn't PFN. It was I think it was one of the, might have been PFF actually, who said we should take McKinley in the 3rd round here. So, I don't think it was 3rd round. I think it was like the 5th round they said we should take him because PFF doesn't like him in the 3rd round because he is currently picked 205, according to PFF. So, I don't know if I would agree to take him in the 3rd round. According to PFF, that would be a very bad reach. He is a slippery, one-gap, penetrating defensive lineman who can play nose tackle and 3 technique in a 4-3 scheme. A lack of arm length limits his pass rushing starter potential, but he can be successful as a depth pass rusher in a rotation. 325 pounds, 6'2". Not sure if I would take him in this spot. I probably would take him a little bit later on, maybe in like the 5th round, but Cedric Gray's the next guy. This one is from North Carolina. I will say I don't really agree with this mock. And it's not that I don't agree with it because of the fact of the players. I don't mind the players so far. I think the players are okay. It's how early we're taking the players. And I feel like we could get the same players that are mocking us with later picks and get other players. Like, you could have got Troy Franklin and probably still found a way to get Rook, this guy, Rook from D-Tackle from Clemson. I feel like you could have probably got him later. 6'2", 235. I mean, the quarterback, I didn't even see it first because he was 6 options down the board. We got a wide receiver, Jacob Cowing from Arizona. Okay, let's see where that is ranked. Jacob. I was going to say, let's start at the bottom here and go up. He's either not on the board or he's going to be on the board and way down the board. Okay, I don't think he's on the board. I think he actually got drafted. Where did he get drafted to? Is my question. Unless he's like not on the board at all. Okay, he got drafted to the Colts in the 4th round. So this is the first pick here where PFN actually has someone going in the 5th round that was supposed to go in the 4th round. I'm just going to take the best receiver available if the guy that they selected is not available. Again, I'm going to give my thoughts, opinions of the whole draft after we get done this whole thing here. But 6th round here, they have us taking Jarrett Kingston, guard from USC. There's no way in heck that he's going to be on the top of the list. Although last pick here, it was a little bit different. Garrett he's already drafted. Is he going to be drafted in the 5th round yet again? PFN is a interesting service. When it comes to the draft board and the consensus draft boards are always interesting. And this is even more interesting. So, it's actually Jarrett. I put with a G. It's not a G. Let me try with that. Okay. Is he not even in here? Hold up. Let me do best. Let me do everyone. Okay. Jarrett. Let me see. Jared Verse, Jared Brownlee, Jarvis Brownlee, and Wiley. He's not even on here. Unless is he like considered a tackle? Bro, he's not even on here, guys. Alright, well. See, I didn't think that point of view that they would list it to play. I mean, it is the 6th round, to be honest. So, to say a guy is not going to be available or not on a consensus board in the 6th round is not crazy. But, yeah, no, he's not even on here. So, I'm just going to take best player available. They have us going with running back from Troy. Okay, this guy should be available because usually running backs are available at this pick. Like, there's a lot of good ones. And no, he actually got taken. So let's see where he got taken. This is, what's his name? Vital. Okay. Let's see where Vital went. He went in the 6th round. Okay. So 6th round. I'm just going to take best player available. 7th round here, they have us going with a tight end, Darwin Honker. I actually like this guy. I actually talked about him many times before. And then Anthony. So I don't know if Honker is going to be available with this pick. He is not available with this pick. So I'm just going to go best player available. And then edge rusher here is going to be Anthony Goodlow. Again, like I said, not sure if he's going to be available. Seems like the second part of this draft, they just started drafting players who aren't even going to be available at that pick. Which is interesting. Alright. I'll go best player available. So, let's talk about this. Let's break this down. So, they gave me an F-, or F, for that cornerback pick. They gave me an F for McKinley. You know why? Because you can get both these guys way later on in the draft. You can get Cedric Gray way later in the draft. The wide receiver, they gave me a B-, which is funny. But these picks weren't even, like, correct because the guys were already taken beforehand. But these, yeah, they did not like these picks, which I don't like either. So, again, listen. Obviously, everyone has their own draft board, right? Everyone has their own consensus draft board on when players should go, when players shouldn't go. I don't agree with the picks, but going with offensive tackle, D-tackle, corner, I'm actually perfectly okay with that. We didn't go we did go tackle. We went tackle the first pick. Yeah, I have no problem. Like, take out the players and just give us the actual positions. Tackle, D-tackle, corner, D-tackle, linebacker, wide receiver, guard, running back, tight end, edge. I'm okay with that. That's perfectly okay when it comes down to the actual, like, the positions. Players I don't really agree with, but if I, like, for example, let's do a new mock, right? And if I had to do the same exact thing, but based on the positions they gave us, it's going to be a little bit difficult, but I would have to go with someone. Honestly, if I have to go tackle first round, I'm going with Amarius Mims. Because I think Troy's going to end up being a guard. Second round, who do they go with? They went with it's a D-tackle and then a corner. So this would be, I like Chris Jenkins better than Fiske. Third round here, they went with a corner. This would probably, look at this, like, all the way down the board there. I'd probably go with Jackson. And if you do it like this, again, the positions is not a bad thing. So we have to go defensive tackle here. I'll probably go Michael Hall here. Now in the 4th, we go linebacker, wide receiver, guard. So linebacker here would be Tommy is the best option. What is it? Linebacker, wide receiver. So this would be a wide receiver. Wide receiver is going to be kind of iffy at this point. And then we have a guard pick. 6th round's going to be a guard here. I guess I'll just go that. Best player available. And then they have us going with a running back, tight end, and edge. So running back, just going to go with a tight end. And I'll go with an edge rusher. I don't think any good edge rusher is available still, but there we go. So that's kind of the mentality, and then they're going to give me what did they give me here? I should have took Latu, but I had to take an offensive tackle. So they gave me an F with a center pick, which I'm not too against. Again, like I said, I had to take the position, so in that context, but this is better than what they had. Okay, this is better than what they had. Not the greatest, but better than what they had. Guys, tell me down below your thoughts, opinions. I'll see you guys in the next one.